Welcome back to Manworks Garage. Today we're going to be doing the prop shaft for Eugene, rebuilding it, putting new universal joints on the propeller shaft, prop shaft, whatever you want to call it. So first of all, I've got to take all this to pieces, the old one, and then we'll be fitting these new UJs, universal joints, with new clips as well. And then obviously once that's all done, we'll make sure it's all lubricated properly, and then we'll get it in the Jeep. All right, so without further ado, here we go. Well, that went relatively easy. So we've got the two new universal joints in the prop shaft, propeller shaft. All the clips are in, everything's ready to go really. All I need to do is grease the nipples, should I say, and make sure everything's moving all right. This is moving now. It wasn't, it was jammed before, but now it's moving quite nicely. I'm quite happy with that. It's making a nice sound, isn't it? Lord. Right. And then we've got the new clips to retain it when we get it underneath the Jeep. There's a few things to do under the Jeep. First, like remove the protective shield, the transfer box. I think I'm going to have to whip off the exhaust, but the exhaust is pretty knackered anyway, so it could do a new one. So I can then, once the exhaust is out the way as well, I can then get to the master cylinder, because the heat shield for the exhaust is in the way and it all needs to come off. So it's probably best it all comes off and I can get to it, do it easier then. So the prop shaft's basically ready to go back on. Let's give you a quick look at this. Up close. There you go. All looking rather lovely and all new and smashing. And the same the other end. So, you know, should be smashing, shouldn't it? Should be all good. And there you go. You can see it going in and out nice and smoothly. My boys actually asked me, why does that go in and out, Dad, like that? Well, I said, well, the reason it goes in and out like that is because one end's attached to the transfer box and the other one's attached to the axle, and the axle moves independently, so as you're going over bumps and stuff like that, then it'll be pumping in and out like that as it goes over different terrain. So that's the idea, to give it some movement. If it was rigid, it'd snap or just rip the joints to pieces. So there you go, that's what that is, and that's what that's for. And so one shaft ready to go back on the Jeep. So I'm quite happy with that. That's why I was dancing around like a fool a minute ago, because it could have gone a lot worse. So we've got the 4 new brackets, which is all we need to attach it to the Jeep. So that's all ready to go. Next job is strip down the Jeep exhaust off, like I said, protective shield off.
Right, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Right, we're under the Jeep and we're just taking this shield off, this protective shield, so we can get to the prop shaft and also to the exhaust pipe to remove that, because it's knackered and it needs to come off, and we'll just replace it with a new one, I think. So Exciting stuff, eh? Right, that one's out nicely. We'll go over to hyperlapse and speed things up a little bit, Benj. Okay, so we've got the prop shaft back on Eugene. Very simple job, went together nice and easy. Give me a little bit of a twist there, the wheels are turning as they should do, so that's all good. Doesn't sound like anything is making any nasty noises. I'm pretty sure of it actually, it's very nice indeed. So it's all bolted up tight, everything's greased up. There's no play in anything, as there wouldn't be after putting 2 new universal joints on it. I think my camera slipped actually. So that's that job completed. I think we're good to go there. We've had to remove the exhaust pipe because it was broken anyway up there, so I slung it out over on the floor there, and we'll order a new one up and get a new one put on. But as it turned out, I've got to remove it anyway to get to the master cylinder. So the next job is whiz around there, have a quick look, see what the situation is there, and go from there. Okay, so on the hyperlapse video, you may have seen us get so far trying to get the master cylinder out. But as you can see, it's now out. What a nightmare, total nightmare, because the retaining bolt for the rear is a stud, I don't know whether that's supposed to be a stud, and that was through. Can't even get it back in there now. Ooh. It was through the hole. Let me just lift this up a bit. It was through this hole at the back. It really won't go back in there, will it? I've got it round the wrong way, that's why. That's the front. Right, okay, so that is in that hole at the back. It's screwed into the frame, and then a nut on this end. Of course, when I undone the nut, it didn't undo the whole thing. It left that in. Whether that's stand or not, I don't know. I managed to get some grips on here and turn it out, luckily. So what I'm going to do is replace that with a bolt with the right thread. I think that will probably work better when you do it. Anyway, that's that. So I've got the new master cylinder sat here. Just taking the old brake light switch out. I've got a brand new brake light switch here. I just popped in the end of there to keep it safe. So I need to take the union off this and clean all that up. I've got to make 2 new brake pipes now because the brake pipes snapped when I was trying to undo the unions. So that's that. And then what I'll do is I'll buy a new rod because that one's all mullered, as you can see. So anyway, that's it. That's as far as we've got, and that's it for today. Because we're filthy, it's dark, it's getting cold. See? And enough's enough. So there you go. Thanks for watching. See you all again soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe and press the little bell for all notifications. And yeah, be safe. Have fun.